Hi, this is Meri at the Meri Atelier. I got to set it up here so that I can watch my own comments. Hi, Aristi. Hi, Laura. Welcome to folks that are coming in. How are you doing tonight? It's Friday night. Where did this week go to? I tell you, it went so fast. Oh. Hi, Janet. Patricia, hi. I'm pretty good, Aristi. Hi, Liliana. Welcome to folks that are coming in. Hi, Jen. Welcome. Hello. It's another Friday night. Oh, dear. Hi, Meri. Welcome. Okay. Welcome to folks that are coming in. I'm going to go ahead and get started on my reverse collage. That's what I like to do right at the beginning. Get it out of the way because the pages are wet. And for this past year, I've been working in this Childcraft Encyclopedia, 1974, the How and Why Library. And it's all about art, which I really enjoyed. Last week, hi Nancy, welcome. Hi Kiki, welcome to you. Hi Aunt Beck, welcome folks that are coming in. Last week I painted the background on this page, and this is the photograph. It's kind of like a young child, and I guess this is her 4-H calf. I think I got this out of a Reminisce magazine. No, I got it out of an Ideals. Hi Sheila. Welcome. Anyway, I'm going to put it right in here. So let's put some double-sided tape on that. I hope everyone has had a good week. Hi, Valerie. Welcome to you. I don't know where my week went to. I'll tell you, I blinked and it was gone. Me too. Although I'm not planning on doing anything this weekend, just kind of, I'm going to check the garage sale page and see if there's anything interesting going on. I was going to do that this afternoon and I forgot. I might try to hook up with some garage sales tomorrow. You're working on your house, Aunt Beck? Hi, Danny. Welcome. And the page I'm going to work on tonight is this page right at the beginning with this artist guy here who painted this still life. Let me zoom in just a little. Whoops. Give you a ride here. There. Hi, Kathy. Kathy O'Neill and Kathy Whitney. 2 Kathys. One with the K and one with the Z. I've got some smaller photographs here that I thought I would put in and make them kind of flip, kind of like this, I think. But I usually don't put those in until next week, but they're all at the 2 young'uns at the easel, and this little gal is finger painting. I just love these old photographs. And this little guy is cutting out paper. So I usually just put these aside. I'm going to put them in the back of my book here. And let's do some reverse collage on here. I went to the store to get more wax paper. I'll tell you, they're running out of wax paper. It's all Reynolds wrap in every configuration you can imagine. How can they have so many different versions of Reynolds wrap? But I guess it's just different lengths and different thicknesses and, I don't know, different everything. Who did I miss? Dandelions? Did she come in? Wait a minute. Oh, dandelions. Are you seeing these over here? I don't know what you're talking about, Valerie, but I did go out and, whoops, I already got wet on there. I went out and picked some hyacinths and some dandelions right before the chat tonight. I thought I would sketch them really quick. See, I already got water on my page. I'm off to a good start. If I lose data connection, the same old story. Hang tight, I'll be back. I'll be back, he said. I'm going to sit down because I don't want to stand up the whole session. Let's see. Let's pull this dark blue, Prussian blue, and ultra blue deep instead of the black. Let's see. We need some light blue. That's green. Here's some lighter blue. Here's some light blue. I'm pulling off of his shirt here. Honey brown. And maybe kind of a red color, Georgia clay. And yellow. And let's get a little white in there. Woohoo! Aunt Beck says, I've got some dandelions in olive oil to infuse the oil for cream I make for Scott's Wicked Dry Skin. Really? That's interesting, Aunt Beck. And Valerie says, I thought maybe the children picked them for you. No, I went out and picked them myself. My brother mowed the lawn today, but he left. He's got a good heart. He left the hyacinths and the well, he mowed a lot of dandelions down because if you don't mow them down, they'll go to seed. But he left a few of them, and he saw me out there picking these, and he said, get the yellow ones. I said, okay, I'll get a few of them. But now I picked them myself. I'm going to sit down here. Hopefully I can see the chat over here. I may not be able to see everybody who comes in right away, but I'll try to catch up with you. Let's see. Let's just start putting some Georgia clay on here. And all I do with these reverse collages in my live session is paint out the margins. And that's already too much paint, but let's go ahead and push it on there. And then I'll come back later, and I've got a lot of laters to come back in. Laura says, I love dandelions. Danny sorting beads. Oh no, hubby knocked her bead container on the floor. Oh no. Did you laugh or cry? And the thing of it is, you'll step on them later. And that's when you'll cry. What a mess. Oh. And I got in on part of Barb Owen's slide this afternoon. She was interviewing, it was one of the founders of the Jelly Plate company. And of the Jelly Plate, I think. And I didn't get to hear it all, but I heard part of it. That was kind of fun. So I watched that this afternoon, and I took a little nap. Hi, Lucia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. I think I'm going to paint this out because I'm going to be putting pictures over this. I'll leave this text. So we are really getting this book filled up with pictures. And I have used my fingers practically throughout this entire book. Not saying that I'm always going to do that, but it seems to work tonight. So, welcome to everybody who's come in. It's been a long week, Lucia. wasn't sure where this week went to. We had some long rainy days. We had rainy days. I think that's what made it longer for me, is when you have those rainy days, you can't go out and play. Alrighty, I think, even though I pulled out a lighter blue and some tans, I think I'm going to just leave it as it is. Kind of wash some of that paint off into the air, kind of mute this text. There. And I'm going to have some sessions where I sit down and do all the detail work in these, because all I've been doing is doing the reverse collage. We'll leave these out and go to the Art Doll magazine. We will go to the Art Doll magazine. Let me check chat here. Oh no, Aunt Beck, I loved your sheet. Are you still going to make postcards out of them? I thought yours was just awesome. I had fun though. I will say, Aunt Beck, that was really fun. And you know, I did edit the video because I had almost an hour and 45 minutes on that video, and I'm going, they're not going to want to watch that. So I did edit it down. The page we're going to work tonight is this one about fairies. And I marked the doll artist back here. Her text starts in the back. Anki Danon. She has a certain theatrical flair and graceful way of moving, a gentle voice, and a vibrant, animated expression. She smiles easily and often, and she communicates her joy through artistic medium that is gaining more and more in popularity. We're talking about the collection of art dolls, of course, and one of the most recognized artists in this field is Anki Danon. So I had to hunt for this page, because when these books are cut in half, you go, okay, who did this? Hi, Packer. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Janet said she's made 2 boho tags so far. She's having fun, and it's so different. I did get out my tag book again, so we'll kind of do a flip of that after I get done here. Yeah, those boho tag swaps are going to be fun. Hi, Tanya. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to folks that I miss. Sometimes you guys come in and I don't see you pop in until I stand up. So welcome, Tanya. Okay, let's go ahead and see that I've got the same dark blue. Let me zoom in a little bit more again here. I love this one, a fairy tale. And the quote that I'm going to use is right here. And it's by Hans Christian Andersen. And it says, life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. So that's going to be the quote. But I use all these papers you see sticking out here. They're either marking my page or they're quotes that I've written down. So I have some work to do in this book. But about all I'm getting done right now is I'm getting reverse collage done. And I'm doing just 3 techniques in this book. I'm doing the reverse collage and a quote. And then I'm going to come in with my fine line paint applicator. And this does have a lot of blue in here. It's got some beautiful Georgia clay going on over here. I'm debating about whether I should leave this text on this side. It says, in my opinion, the reason you see dolls more often nowadays in galleries and art museums and modern interiors has to do with the intimate connection to the human spirit. recognizing that you have some of the things you see in the dolls in common transforms the doll into a piece of art. That's kind of a significant quote. I mean, that's something that would be acceptable. I mean, it's not a lot of this text in here is telling how the dolls are made, because it's an art doll magazine for making dolls. But I like that. I think I'm going to leave this text, and I'm going to use, I think I'll use this ultra blue. I mean, I'm not going to need to do much, maybe just a couple dabs and the Georgia clay, and maybe I'll put a little, she's got some tan in there. Maybe I'll start with the tan. What do I have? That's yellow. Honey brown. That's not really a tan. And I haven't used this, so I'm not sure what it's going to be. It's just, I thought I shook that up enough. It's always got that medium right at the top. You gotta shake it good. Oh yeah, that'll work. Maybe I'll do some tans around this text. And this I could really use a brush on, because I don't, maybe I will just, I very seldom use a brush. But I kind of want to keep that text. Maybe I'll just kind of use a brush in here. And then come in with my fingers. Just kind of block it off with the brush. Move some up in here. Just get it off of the brush. Okay. I really am more comfortable using my fingers, I think. You know, I got them out, but I didn't put them in the... So, Packer says, what are you guys talking about? Boho? And Beck said she spent the day getting her crafter area set up, back up, and tidy. Janet said she's learned, I think they're talking about boho, says that it's all bright and colorful and blingy. Aunt Beck said she hasn't worked much on hers because she's getting her crafting area set up. Using the scrappy things, Lucia says. I'm kind of going through your chat here. And Beck, I was giggling at your comment on your labels. Okie dokie. I don't know. I'm really appreciating the spring weather, but I could do with less rain. They had a tornado in a town. Well, I go through that town when I go to Hobby Lobby. I don't go through it. I go by it. I'm going, you know, they can just keep that part of spring to themselves, the weather folks. Let's see, let's put some blues in there. And I try to leave the doll alone, because all I really want to paint out are the images. I mean, not the images, the margins, the white space, and any text that I don't want. Anything I don't want on the page, I paint out. And this is called the reverse collage technique. It was really made popular by Dee Dee Willingham. She's the expert on reverse collage. I watch her channel quite a bit. I haven't got as many videos watched this week, though. I'm trying to catch up. There, I'm kind of liking that. You know, when you do those margins and you bring that color out to the edge of the page, It just, there's something about it. It's like you've completed their picture for them. And I was watching Barb Owens, and they're talking about, oh my goodness, what is that, a 16 by 20 jelly plate? Whoa, whoa. I think it cost you around 120 bucks. I don't know if you can get it cheaper someplace else, but I guess they're hard to make, those larger jelly plates. You probably have to be worried about, you know, imperfections in them and the whole thing when you're selling them. But Barb was talking about why she liked the 9 by 12 jelly plate is that she could get all her edges of her 8.5 by 11. She could bring that color out to the edge. I'm going to do some jelly plating, but not tonight. I still kind of need to get set up for it. I need more space to put the wet papers and brayer, and you saw when I used that big church book, that takes up almost all my desk. So, okay, we're done with that. Woohoo! We're just zipping through things tonight. And if I lose connection, hang tight. I'll be back. So, Lucia, let me get out the envelopes here. I still have mailings to do. Yes, I do. I'm slow on the mail. You guys are just going to have to be patient with me. I'll get them out when I get my mailings out, giveaways out when I get them out. This is Kay Baines. This one goes to Aunt Beck. And I think Patricia Strufert won this one, if I remember right. I have to check. I can't remember who won that, but I got it written down. And then Lucia won the extra one, and I told her I'd make it dark and put white paint on it. So I have to touch this up. She's going to get blue on one side and kind of a real dark, dark, dark blue on the other. But I still have to paint them. I still have to put the design on it. But here's the one that I painted for tonight, and it's red. And I really have some yellow mixed in here, but it turned it. Now it looks orange on my camera, but it's got more red on it than what you see in the video. In the video, what I'm looking at here looks like a flat orange, but it's really kind of a rosy red color. It's really a lot prettier than what I see there. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing. It may be just my camera here. Let's see, who came in tonight? Liliana says, take your time. Thank you, Liliana. You won one too, didn't you? You won something because I remember your name. Such a pretty name. Arlene. Hi, Arlene. Mary Zink is in here. Hi, Peg. Hi, Peg. It seems like every time Peg Robinson comes into my live session, I don't notice until after I watch the replay. I'm going, oh no, I missed Peg. So Peg, this is your official Friday night. Hello. Aunt Beck was talking about the 16 by 20 jelly plate. She said, I don't have paper that large. That would be for, I think that what they talked about in Barb's chat was jelly printing on fabrics. It might be fun to do some canvas on a plate that large. Packer Dye says she cooked all day, and 2 of her big kids and their dates are coming for dinner. Whoa! Packer says the tornado was about 150 miles from me, and I'm not sure where it was in relation to where Mary was. For me, here, well, this is Nebraska, except for the panhandles up over here. Omaha, where Packer is right up in here. And Grand Island is kind of in the central area. The tornado was right in here, and Mary's kind of right down here. Not way down, but kind of further down toward the Kansas border. And Grand Island is here, and Donovan, where the tornado was right there. But I think they had some other tornadoes in the eastern part of Nebraska, some touchdowns. But I'm not up for that type of spring weather. I'm looking for my fine line paint applicator. What color do I want to put? I got the black, which needs to be refilled. I've got a light blue. What did I knock over? I knocked my charger screen off. Oh, it's kind of going to be a slow night for me tonight, guys. I'm kind of just getting through my Friday night, I think. Oh, let's see. Let's get down to the most recent chat. Hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome, Lisa. The small jelly plate is fun, too. Yes. Peg gifted me. My goodness. I think she gifted me 2 round ones, and I have to look through my Happy Mail. Somebody gifted me a square, I think a 6x6, and the very first gifty jelly plate I got was from Meri Abrams, no relation that we know of. She doesn't come in here very much, but I think she bops in on Shannon Green's Facebook page. But she gifted me, she'd gotten a new jelly plate, and she cut up her old one, and she sent me a portion of her jelly plate, which was so nice because I'd never worked with a real official jelly plate. But I just haven't got into it because I just don't have the setup for it. I'm wondering what I'm going to do, maybe paint some hyacinths on here. Let's see how that'll work. I think they'll show up, and put some yellow on there and maybe trim it with the tatting. I don't know. We'll see. If it doesn't work, I'll have to paint over it. Now, this is the one I'm going to give away tonight. I don't want these too large because I'm going to put several on there. And let me zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better, because I noticed when I do my mornings this week that I'm not zoomed in enough for you guys can see. I'm going to try to change that. Pecker, I was reading your comment. Pecker says, Pecker, she said, I had a jelly plate unopened in its package for over 3 years now. It was an impulse buy. You know, I get that. That's why I'm laughing at you, Pecker, because I understand perfectly. I need to get those jelly plates out and use them more. And watching Barb Owen and Peg Robinson does a lot of jelly plating. And, you know, I go, wow, that's cool. That's about as far as my jelly plate experience. Well, I've done a little with it. I did a little with it last year with the smaller one that Terry sent me. But my problem is I just don't have the room to do all that. Let's see. I want these to look decent on here. I never really done a hyacinth before, and since I'm just using the fine line paint applicator, I'm just getting the outline of them in blue. I'm not getting any real shading. Or anything like that. And I'll only be able to do one of these on here, on one side, because the paint is wet. Let's see. I have my yellow one out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. What? Where's my yellow one? No, that's red. Green. Well, I kind of got a green here. Where's my yellow one? Oh, I think I emptied my yellow one because the paint was getting old. Let's set this aside for a second and put some yellow in here. And lost the little cap to it. This, if you lose your little orange cap, that isn't a huge, huge thing because you can still use it. You just don't know what size you have, but I think that's an 18 gauge. I actually washed out some of these because they were getting pretty cruddy. Yeah. And Barb Owen and Cat Hand are getting to me because they are neat nicks. And I had to laugh at Barb. Sometimes she just makes me giggle. She's a neat nick. She likes to have her supplies nice and clean. And she was telling, I think her name is Deb, she just flipped her jelly plate over and worked on the other side. But I bet she doesn't do that too often. I'll bet both sides got clean. But they're starting to rub off on me with the neat nicks. I kind of like to keep my fine line paint applicators. They aren't pristine clean, but I do wash out the nozzles fairly often, and I like to keep my palette nice clean. There. That's enough. So what's going on in chat here? Lucia says, Mary, I watched a video today where somebody was using fine liners with a bigger, rounder bottle. The bottles were like a medium-sized paint bottle with a fine liner tip. Yeah, there are a lot of variations of them out there. I'm not sure, did she have an official fine liner tip that she put on there? Because these necks of these fine liner bottles are a lot smaller. Here, let me take this off, show you. You have to get the right size. They'll fit some things, but kind of have to find the right size cap. This will not fit on here. This is too small. So, and I tried it with my, what did I have here? I don't think they'll fit on here. No, that's a whole different screw top. And I know they won't fit on the Elmer's glue, is way too large. So you kind of have to find one that it fits. Kiki says, I have two 12 by 12 plates. I'm going to cut one up. All right, Kiki, you can get a lot of shapes out of that one 12 by 12. Lucia says, I thought to myself, Mary would like those. I kind of get into your guys' thoughts there, don't I? Thank you for thinking that. I probably would. Lisa says, if I was going to be neat, I would have to get rid of a lot of my craft supplies. I don't have room to be neat. That's kind of my problem too. Oh, that was juicy. That's kind of my problem too, Lisa. I don't have room to be neat. I washed that out. What you saw come out there was I washed out the tip, and the nozzle still had water in it. Put that in the wastebasket and get a clean towel in case I need it. Yeah, I'm continually having to shuffle things around just to find a space for whatever I'm currently working on. Hi, Patricia Stubbs. Welcome. I didn't see you come in. Lucia says, I'm not sure if the fine liner came with the bottle or not. I didn't research it. Yeah. There's a lot there's a lot of manufactured similar fine liners out there that are sold on the market. And then there's a lot of people that do fine liner hacks. I mean, they'll take a bottle and they'll create a tip for it. This poor little dandelion here. You can't see my dandelions, can you? There they are. This one, though, is... he's had it. You know, I got up real early this morning and I was looking out at our lawn and at the dandelions. They must close up a little at night because they were all closed up this morning. Now, I can't see for the shadow here. I'm going to have to push it out of the way. And this got some more hyacinths than dandelions. Let's see if I can't get a little bit more blue. These hyacinths are really interesting because they're kind of like little buds, and they're larger at the base, and then they go to medium, and then they get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until they get the one right up at the tip. Hi, Susan. Oh, don't worry about being late. Just come when you can. You're always welcome in here. Hi, Rose. I like what Rose says. She's in her chats now. She says a big general hi to everyone. I have to laugh at that because when you come in and everybody says hi to you, you want to say hi back to everybody. And and the chat is zooming by. And so Rose solves it by saying a big general hi to everyone. I think I'm going to steal your hello, Rose. Laura says, talking about dandelions in French, they call them pissenlit. Is that how I'm pronouncing that? Pissenlit. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly in French. Which means, oh, pee the bed. I wasn't sure I could repeat that on my channel. I'll probably get demonetized for saying that. But we are actually pronouncing dandelions in French. So that old 6th grade artificial guy who listens to our live streams and decides whether we can be monetized or not, he's going to have to learn French. Crafty Mamas just went live. For those of you that like to watch her, I just saw her notification come on here. Let's see, what else is going on? Yeah, Kathy, you have to steal that hello too. Overnight chat trendsetter. Yeah. No, I think they're trying to, yeah, I know that YouTube is aware that notifications are kind of goofy because there's been a lot of complaints about them. So they're aware that things are not quite working right. So maybe they'll get something done here on them. Let's see. I'm just kind of playing with this. It really needs more, maybe more yellow here. Just kind of playing with this envelope. Should I put another No, I should. I don't want to get too much on there. Where's my black? Maybe I'll just draw the... What happens is I get all the caps off of these fine liners, and I don't like to put them on till after the chat, so I got to keep track of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put them in this little tray here. Let's see if I can just kind of draw my black fine liner is getting kind of empty because, well, I used it in that. And Beth, that was so fun to do that pick 10 with you. That was just plain old fun. And when I edited it, and then I rewatched it, I was watching Aunt Beck's hands were busy creating her art on my phone up there. And, you know, I was working on my art there. We're going to have to get our Google Hangouts going here. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I don't want to get too much on there. Maybe a label going across here. Now, what I want to do, though, is I want to put some tatting on it. And as always, I haven't fallen yet tonight. I haven't lost my data connection yet tonight. So maybe we'll get lucky. But if I say that, then it'll fall. But it's usually when I get to concentrating on things that it decides that I'm not watching, so it spins. And if you start buffering, you know I'm probably going to get ready to lose my data connection. But if that happens, I'll be back. I got to study this tatting. Study some more tatting patterns rather than just this one that I'm become very familiar with. Thank you, Peg. Well, you know, I try, but it just, I think drawing is probably my strength. I don't have all the talents, but I do enjoy drawing and sketching. So that's probably my strength, but I'm not perfect either in it. It's certainly not perfect, but I'm not going for perfection. And let's see, let's just bring them down this way a little. I've become very familiar with this pattern because all it is kind of like 4 loops to form the flower, and then it has little loops on the I call them connectors. I don't know what they call them officially. But that makes them very elegant, if you ask me. And then they have, they're connected by threads in real life, but I'm sure that I don't have the threads going to the right places. But, oh well. So I don't have my flowers planted yet. I was going to go out today. I did go out and sit on the front porch today, though. Let's see. Susan says, I miss having flowers where I live. I need to see if I can get some planted in pots and place them away from all the trees. You know, boy, I understand that because when I lived in an apartment, when I lived with my mom and dad, it wasn't just me, I had some of my own, but my mother loved flowers and she had all sorts of flower pots. And I was used to having flowers all summer. And then when I lived in an apartment in a townhouse, it was the flower pots on the patio, and you have to keep them watered good. And I was telling my brother that we were talking about putting some hanging plants on the porch because there's hooks for them. Whoever lived here before had hooks up on the oops, I hit my phone. Had hooks up above and on the porch ceiling, and I'm going, well, I could put some pots up there. And I was telling him that when I lived in my apartment, I had potted plants hanging off of the ceiling, and the birds would come and make nests in them. Got that one kind of close, but I kind of want it to go off here. Yeah. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then this is the flap, and it'll go over on this side, and it'll have a different design. But let's go ahead and bring this down. Let's see. I'm kind of trying to keep track of chat tonight. Laura True Food. What was Laura talking about? Kathy says, I'm sitting outside watching you on my Meri. You're sitting outside watching you on your phone? Cool. Isn't it nice to be outside? I'll tell you, I have spring fever. For sure. I just love getting out, especially in the mornings, probably around 9 o'clock or so. It's not, you know, the morning dampness is kind of worn off. And I just like going out there and sitting. And I found out that the house catty corner to us is empty now. So I was always wanting to kind of sketch that house, but I'm going, well, if somebody lives there, they probably would not appreciate Meri sketching. It's not there's nothing special about the house, as far as that goes. It's just a house. It's a 2-story wooden house, but I think it would be fun to sketch it. But I didn't want to sketch it when people lived there because, well, you know, just kind of, I'm not sure I don't want anybody to come sketching our house and not tell me. So, but I found out that that house is empty now, so I think I'll do a sketch of that house. And then there's another little house here in town that looks empty. I need to verify it, but it's kind of like a cottage house. It's really, it's not fancy, but it's kind of cute because it has those big slanted roofs. And I'm going, oh, that's a cute house. I'd like to sketch that one too. I wouldn't mind living in a house like that, but I'm just happy to have a roof above my head today. Yeah, I look at those floor plans in those magazines, like the Good Housekeeping and all those magazines that I get at the libraries. I like to look at the floor plans. I think it's fun to, where did you put the master bedroom? And I'd make an art studio out of that. And I'm not so hep on the 2-story ones anymore. I want more of a cottage style. If I was going to get a house, I would want a cottage style. Liliana says, I like coffee outside. Ramona, hi Ramona, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Liliana says, they may call the cops on you. Yeah. You mean if I sketched their house and didn't tell them I was doing it? Yeah, well, you know, to me, I would not want to violate their privacy. I mean, that's just kind of a respect issue, if you ask me. We don't have a lot of empty houses in our town, but there are a few. Especially where the railroad tracks are, because, you know. But this town was well populated during World War II. And I think of that era when I drive through town here. I think of the World War II veterans. And I was kind of researching it a little on the internet, and it was kind of interesting. I found a page that gave links to the squadrons that trained on that. They had an airfield out here. And I think I might go out and sketch that airfield. That is not owned locally. That's owned by the Nebraska Aeronautics. It's state-owned, I believe. But there's no trespassing signs, and you can. I mean, I would not go on that property if I thought I was trespassing. They would have big signs telling you couldn't. But there's one hangar left out there from World War II. And then there's a couple of other old buildings. And I tell you, it's kind of a, I don't want to say desolate. It's kind of a sad place, because I imagine when I drove out there the other day. I'm going to have to do a video of it. Maybe I will. You imagine the servicemen who were trained, they trained, I don't know, B something bombers. I'm not up on all the numbers on those planes. But they also showed, I think I was researching it on Wiki, they showed one of the planes, one of the big old airplanes. And those photographs, because they were taken by the federal government, they're all in the public domain. And so I could sketch from them. And I thought it would be fun to go out there and sketch one of those buildings, and put one of the big old airplanes out there from the sketch, and then maybe sketch a serviceman. And that'd be kind of fun to do. But yeah, this town was a hopping town during World War II, I think. I wasn't around, but I think they said that they had, for a small town like this, it's a big deal. Oh, I got black there. I'm going to have to paint that black out. I think they said they had a population of about 6,000 people. Now you got to imagine, this town's population today is only 1,000. So, and I think of those servicemen, you know, what they went through to train, and the families they left behind, and what their thoughts were, you know, because they knew that they were training to fly bombers, and that they would probably be going overseas to like Germany or France or Japan. It's always when I'm concentrating. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm back. I was talking about that airfield. I don't go out there a whole lot, but I'm curious about it. I love the history of it. Let's see, that red blotch is bugging me. I'm going to take my red fine liner and kind of see if I can't blur it out a little here. There. Now, you know what this needs, though, is some lace on the table. So maybe just a... Yeah, if I lose my data connection, hang tight, I'll be back. Yeah, I want to talk about the giveaways again, too, because I don't have them ready to mail out yet. I'm feeling guilty that I don't have them ready to mail out. So, now that more of you are in here, I'll just say, be patient with me. They'll come out when they get out. I've got quite a few things to mail out to you guys, but I just don't quite have them ready to go yet. But I'm working on them. I don't have anything to give away tonight. I just don't feel like I can do more until I get what I have done sent out. But I'm gonna give away this envelope. And if I do, I think I'm gonna do some sketches, you know, like we did sketches of those daffodils last week. I think I'll do some sketches of these tonight and give those away. I don't like that. Just kind of like a red blop up there. Maybe I'll put a flower. I'll put a dandelion in there. That's the way to get rid of it. Put a flower on it. Now I gotta put more, because it's sitting up there by itself, by its little lonely. Now how I want to do that's black. I don't want black. The one thing with these fine line paint applicators, though, is you're doing line art. You're not doing a lot of tonal art. You could use your brush and get tones out of them. But the paint comes out of there in a line. If you go touching it too much, you smudge them. So a lot of this is what I call line art. That's why the trims and the crochet work and the tatting, why it works pretty well. I'm not sure I like doing that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just bring it right up into there a little. I think I better stop before I do too much more. Okay. Woohoo, let's set these aside. I'll put the caps on them after the live. I'll set them over here on my other desk. Get this out of the way. Let's give me a minute while I put these paints away. I kind of want to clear my desk up a little here. Gives me room to work without knocking things over. Alrighty. We're going to have a giveaway for this envelope as soon as I get a piece of paper. Woohoo! I had all sorts of scraps of paper. Why can't I find any when I want it? Here, we'll use this. No, we won't use that because I want to keep that for my... We'll use this. And... Oh, I'm just not quite as prepared tonight as I am on other nights. I'm still kind of putting things together here. And of course, I pulled the ink pen out that's dry. I'm writing down a number for these, for this contest. I'm here. I'm just getting the range ready here. I'm not going to tape it. Okay, that's the number hidden in there. And this is the red envelope. And I'll do the back side off camera. I might do some more to this. Something in there says I want to make it pop a little bit more, but I don't want to do too much with it now because the paint's wet. The range, I had to check to make sure I was telling you. The range is 150 to 200. You guys can start scrolling numbers. And whoever gets the closest wins it. If 2 or more people get the same number, I'll paint another envelope. If, you know, the same old rules. If somebody's here and somebody's here and the number's there, they both get it. But if somebody's here and somebody's here, there's, you know, the one closest gets it. And here again, the prize is the envelope. If I put something in here, it'll be really small. And I'll put varnish on this after it's dry. I'll varnish all the envelopes. Are there any new folks in my chat tonight? I haven't. Let me look back and see who's. Hi, Vicki Gilbert. Lucia. Hi, Suze. Hi, Jen. Kiki. Ramona Wallace. Hi, Cranky Crafter. Patricia, Michelle. Welcome to the folks that have come in tonight. Liliana. Chrissy. Hi, Chrissy's Art. Sheila, Mary, Kathy Whitney, Arlene, Susan Baker. I think I've caught up on everyone who's come in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, try to only pick one number. When I keep forgetting to say one number, but if you have another, if your number's out of range, we'll let you pick another one because we want you to be in range. But if you happen to pick the same number as somebody else, don't worry about it because I'll paint another envelope if it's the winning number. Did everybody get a chance? Who needed to pick another number? Sheila? Oh, no, apologies for being late. You come in when you can. I understand. More than understand. It's Friday night. Hey, it's been a long week. Yeah, the range is 150 to 200. Are we all done? Oh, wait, I saw a hi, Mary, up here. I missed it. Who said hi to me that I didn't say hello to? Hi, Sarah. I was way up there. Well, I can't find you now. I'll find you when I read the replays. All right, I'm going to count to 10. If you haven't scrolled the number, scroll it if you want to play for the envelope. I'm going to do a little bit more to this. I want to make it pop a little bit more, but the paint's wet and I don't want to mess it up right now. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So, the range was 150 to 200, and the winning number was 151. That's a 1, believe it or not. 151. 153, 156, 152. Rose, you're close. 152, 150, let's see. 170, 186, 168, 155, 146, 192, 177, 74, 96, 57, 76, 82, 83, 88, 84, 53, 61, 16, 75. I think it's Rose. Would you guys agree? Rose? Yeah. 152. Now, Rose, will this envelope fit in your mailbox? This is, I know Rose has a skinny mailbox. This is a 9 by 7. But I can fold it. Let me show you here. I'll show you on Lucia's. I got Lucia's prompts here, which is about the same size. I can fold it this way when I mail it. So I'll fold it in half for you. I hope that works. It should fit? Okay, then I won't fold it. All right, now I know what will fit in Rose's mailbox. And I'll do some more art on it. Like I said, it's kind of wet, so I won't fold it, Rose. Cool. I don't want to touch it too much while it's wet. But I got to get the rest of these envelopes painted so I can get them mailed out. Now, is Lucia, are you in here, my lady? Lucia in here? I thought I saw her in here earlier. Lucia's prompts. I have been working I've been working on, of course she's here. I've been working on little cards. I haven't got your prompts put on there yet. So, but I wanted to show you that I cut up that big sheet of gold paper and I'm going to make prompt cards. I'm not going to do that tonight, but what I want to do is I want to use this. And the way we're going to do this is I'm going to set this aside. I want to do the cover to my Pick 10. Let's see. Let me write down before I forget. How could you ever forget Rose? Rose won this. And this is 5/4/18. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go by numbers. She's got 3 sheets here, and I think there's 30 on a sheet. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what I'm going to do this cover for my, let me get it out. Let me get it out. I don't have things as handy this week as I usually do. It's kind of frustrating me. What did I do with the cover? It's here, isn't it? Well, maybe I'll do the cover another day. I'll do the cover another day, but I'm still going to do a mixed media Pick 10 because I had so much fun doing that. But the way I'm going to do it, these are folded up. So I think if there's 30 on a sheet, there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And she sent me 2 sheets, so that's 60. She sent me 66 of these prompts. So, Lucia, I'll go with you first. Let me zoom out just a little. Throw out a number for me. Don't cheat and look at your template, but just throw out a number. And that'll be my first prompt. I'll do a cover, and then I might do some other art here, other Pick 10s. I'm going to call this the cover to my Pick 10s. 20. So 20 would be 6, 12, 8, 18. Use stamps would be 20, right? 6, 12, 18, 19, 20. Use stamps. Well, the stamp that I've been using, that I have available, I got my little eraser stamp, but I'm going to use this big one again because I've been using it in the Pick 10. And I just love this stamp that I got from Annie V. I just love it. So you guys know that I'm going to be using my stamp. Let's see if I can put these butterflies a different way this time. See, I put that one down here. How can I put them? Here, maybe. Here, and then I'll make them fly that way somehow. Alrighty. So, that's a good one, actually. Isn't that a gorgeous stamp? This is really a good... for the cover, because I've been using this stamp a lot for my Pick 10s. See, I think when I have them flying off, did I say that way? Well, I'll figure it out. And I really do have a big, but I don't want to hunt it out. I've got a larger stamp pad, but I don't use it very often. It probably needs to be refreshed. Which this one probably does too. Let's see how it stamps though. Let's see. I'm just going to put her right up in here. And that Pick 10 that we did with Aunt Beck Wednesday night, that was so much fun. Flutterby, Peg says. Flutterby. Flutterby. Bitten by the craft bug. Aunt says, I'm going to write the prompts down and perhaps a page on the porch on Monday. And do a page on Monday? Are you going to do a live? Or are you just going to do a page? Oh, that's stamped good. I like that. Let's see. I think I want the other one coming down in there. We'll just put all sorts of butterflies on here because this will be my cover. And let's see if I can keep the butterflies rather than cover them up. I don't know what the other prompts will be. I should cover these up so you guys can't figure out what you're going to tell me next. Let's see. Yeah, I have a lot on my plate that I want to get done. I work myself into a corner, and then I'm going, once I dig myself out of that corner, I'm fine. But what do? I paint myself right back into that corner again. And that's kind of where I am now. So once I get out of this corner, I think I'm going to have to have an accountability partner. Saying, Meri, what are you doing? Are you digging yourself into a corner again? And I can do that with art really fast. Because I want to do this and I want to do that. I was watching that jelly plate video and go, oh, I should try some jelly plating. And then I went on Facebook just briefly and I saw that Michael's ad for the, they're giving away a Cricut. Oh, that would be fun to have one of those. Good thing I don't. Alrighty. We're going to call that prompt 1. Ooh, I'm liking that. That's a good start to a cover, isn't it? Alright, let's put this stamp away. Let's put the ink away. Alright. Aunt Beck, are you here? Can you give me a number? Okay, Laura, I'm going to hold that to you. You wait till I get my desk cleared off, though. I'll let you know when I'm ready to be accountable. Aunt Beck, 32. So this is page 1, would be 30. This is page 2. It says, add tape of any kind. Well, of any kind, we're going to do washi tape. Of course. Washi tape. Oh, let's see what I have here. That day I ran away, that Saturday I ran away to Lincoln. I bought some washi tape at Michael's because they had it on sale. They had that big sale at Michael's at 70, and I didn't know what was going on. And I said I ran away to Lincoln. I kind of like this as pretty tape. Kind of like that. I kind of like that greenish tape in there. I don't know if I've even... Yeah, I have opened it. Oh, that's pretty. Lisa says, Becky, I will tell her. She was going to just add hers in with mine as a bonus for my swap partners. It must be talking about something else. Ooh, that's kind of neat. I like that. I want to dig out this other one here, too. This one's pretty. I like that one. And I like the petals and blooms, but that's such a common... That's almost too much for this because I got black on there. I think I'm going to go with this. And the thing with this washi tape, if you're going to put it to a page, I'm going to glue it down. Because I don't trust the longevity of it. And of course I got a dirty brush from doing that. What did I use this brush for? That reverse collage thing. So where am I going to add it? The thing about doing these, you have to stand up. Because you're always jumping up to go get something. What's going on in chat? Why don't they put stronger adhesive on washi tape? I think because it started over in Japan, and that's what they just used it for. They didn't put strong tape on it. It was a tissue paper. And let's see, can I find the... Now that polka dotted tape that I was using to seal my giveaway when I was doing those range things, and that was pretty strong stuff. I don't know what brand it was, but it was pretty strong. I don't even know where I got it. I have to get this started. But yeah, we could use a stronger adhesive. But then it would probably get stuck to itself on the row. But Scotch tape doesn't stick to itself, and it's strong tape. I don't know, I'm just talking. Mary sometimes talks herself into a corner. All right, but I'm getting it. I have to pull it a little to get it started. Let's pull this part off. Alrighty. Okay, Laura, you can hold me accountable, but let me get through my mailings first, because what did I do with my brush? What did I do with it? Here, is this here? Oh, there it is. Let me get through my mailings first. Once I get through my mailings, I'll have a clean plate again. Let's see, I think I'll just cover this whole little area here with washi. I'll put my jar over there. Yeah, Lucia told me on my comment this morning, she said, don't overdo it. And that really kind of, I kind of stuck on that. And I'm going, you know, maybe I am filling up my plate too much. But I'm going to keep doing my morning videos because those are short. And they're easy to edit. Let's see, I want to offset this, I think. So those videos are kind of fun. Let's see, I think I'll put one up here. But you know, there's so much going on. You just want to do everything, and you can't. You just cannot do everything. You have to sit back and enjoy what other people are doing. If you have to do something, enjoy what other people are doing. I enjoy watching Aunt Beck. I don't quilt, but I enjoy watching her quilt, and Lucia quilts. And I enjoyed watching Lisa load that weaving loom that she was doing. I can't imagine weaving table with towels, wasn't it? You were weaving, I think I asked. Becky, Hannah said that she would rather just put hers in with mine. Okay. They're talking about a swap. Oh, that's what I want to do too, Beck. I want to do another flip of my tag book. We'll do that after. Don't let me forget. All right, I got the tape on the page. That was prompt 2. Prompt 3. Lisa, can you give me a number for prompt 3? $42. Okay. I was reading Aunt Beck. Got it, Lisa. Thank you. Aunt Beck said, Mary, that's why I put a cap on my membership group, because I want it to stay fun for me and not start feeling like a burden that would cause me a lot of anxiety. Yeah, that's so true. Sometimes we have to cap ourselves. We just want to do so much. And that's kind of why I like this size of a live session of a group. If I had hundreds of people in here, you know, I have trouble talking to 30 people. If I had hundreds of people and if it was scrolling by, I don't think I'd enjoy it because I wouldn't get to know you guys. I know you all. You know, I don't know you, but you're like friends that come in every week. The Cranky Crafter says, I would be lost without everyone's videos. That's so true, Cranky. And it's so fun. I don't even want to call you Cranky. I want to call you Crafter. It's so fun to go out there and watch everybody's videos. And sometimes that's what I do on Saturdays, because maybe not tonight so much because I'm kind of laid back tonight. But some Friday nights I'm just keyed up after my live session, and on Saturdays I just don't want to do anything but gel out. What do they call that? I just want to be laid back, and I go out there and I watch YouTube. 40. Thanks for hanging with me. I fell again. Trying to catch it when that happens. I'm going to use my markers to add the triangles. Let's plug my phone back in. So, alrighty. You notice I'm kind of moving slower tonight. I don't know why. I got a good night's sleep. All right, so I think I'm going to add them in this kind of a blue color, this lighter blue. Kind of want to not mess up too much of this page, and I'm going to add them with my ruler. And let's add them this way. We'll make a triangle this way, and let's see what else I'll do. Let's do this one first. And they're just going to be kind of hand-drawn, not hand-drawn, but loosely drawn. And I'll leave the butterflies alone. So there, and maybe there. And let's see, I'm going to get my your prompts off onto my cards. I just got the cards made. I really appreciated you taking the time to send those to me. That was really nice of you to do that. All right, there's one triangle. It didn't say how many. I kind of like that because it divides my page into 3. I think I'll leave it just like that. That's triangle. You know, I could make 2 triangles by just putting another small triangle in front of inside of it, kind of as a border. That's what I'll do. It'll be a triangle in a triangle. Oh, here, I need to put a mark in here. And then we'll just add kind of like a second triangle in here. And that way, that'll divide my page into 3. And I'll try to zoom in a little bit more. Every time I lose my connection, I have to create my zoom again. Okay. So that was prompt 3. Oh, wait, here. What do I have? I need to okay. Let me zoom in a little. That was kind of fun. This is the cover to my Pick 10. Whoops. Can't get it set. It's really hard to zoom on this phone. There. Without giving you a ride. I'll put that marker away later. All right, Janet. I need a number from you for the 4th prompt. We're on prompt 4. Are you in here, my lady, Janet? Good night, Michelle. Thanks for coming. 5, number 5. Okay, that'll be back on this page. Chalk pastels. I have chalk pastels and Happy Mail. I don't know if they're accessible or not here. Let me see. I have to go into the closet. I might have you pick another number. No, here we go. Here we go. Soft pastels. I have to say, these were given to, these, Happy Happy Mail. Happy Mail. I haven't opened them yet. They've never been opened. So, you know, if I use pastel, I'm going to have to put a fixative on this. But what if I try to mix a pastel with a little of medium? Can I do that? Kind of scrape some off. Oh, look at these. These were gifted to me in Happy Mail, and I'm not quite too sure. I'm going to have to go back and make a list of who sends me what in my Happy Mail. My phone cord keeps falling here. Chalk pastels. My channel can grow all at once. When it comes to my group, I need it to stay small. I don't care how big my channel gets. It's my live sessions. The live sessions, I think, if they get too big, I can't handle them. Well, I can handle them, but I don't feel like I would be serving you guys. Because I miss a lot now. Let's see. I'm going to go get some matte medium. I have... I have some over here. This I actually bought myself at Hobby Lobby. A big jar of it, matte medium. But I'm trying to be judicious as I use it. So I'm going to pour out a little, and then I'm going to try to just do a little experiment here. As long as this is a pick 10 and we're playing. Let's see. Let's try the yellow in the background, maybe. This kind of a bright yellow. And I'm not sure how this is going to work. But I don't work a lot with pastels, so let's just scrape some off. Ooh, it should work. We're going to use it like a pigment. So it'll stick to the page. That should be enough. And let's just mix some matte medium in there. We're going to kind of paint with it is where I'm going with this. Ooh, it's mixing quite nice. I guess I should have scraped it off in there, but I wasn't. This is the first time I've done this. You can see I do not use pastels a lot. I put my paintbrush back in the water. Let me get it out again here. So chalk pastels. You can use medium, Rose says. Thank you, Rose. These pastels, I want everything I get like this. I want to say it came from Deb Mail, but I don't know that that's who they actually came from. These are Artist Loft ones. She sent me an awful lot of things. Just packed. I said it was an art studio in a box. So these are chalk pastels, and I'm thinking because I mixed them with medium that I won't have to worry about them rubbing off. I'm just using them as a paint. Ooh, this is fun. Whoops, I didn't want to go there. I just want to go on the inside one. Let's see. But I do need some more. Let's put some up around the edge here. Let's just try to use this up. Maybe some down here. Kind of balance it out. So that was what, prompt 4? We're ready for prompt 5. Let's see. Laura Gregain, can you give me a number for prompt 5? Maybe I'll use that medium yet tonight. We're only going to do 10. I don't want to bore you guys to tears. 23. All right. So this is still the first page. 6, 12, 18, 19, 20. Did I get the first one wrong with the use 20, 21, 22, 23? Add decorative embellishments. You know what I have? I have an embellishment cutout here, and I kept here. I cut this out, and it's been sitting on my desk. I don't know what kind of an insect it is, but it would go nice on here someplace. Maybe it's almost too... Maybe I need to fussy cut it a little bit more. I just cut around the edge. And I'm only going to do one, because I really want these butterflies to take center stage on this page. And I'm really glad that stamps were the first prompt, because I have no idea what kind of an insect this is. I hesitate to call it a butterfly because if it is, it's a unique one. But it's a pretty insect. I got it out of some magazine. I got a lot of outdoor life magazines at the library, and I'm finding that those men's sporting magazines have some really fun fussy cuts in them. Nebraska Life. In Nebraska, we have a magazine called Nebraska Life. They do an excellent job. I end up wanting to read all the articles rather than fussy cut. But they do an excellent job with their magazine. I'll have to give them credit for that. I think they do anyway. All right. I think I need to trim this one up a little bit more in here. Okay, I think this is prompt 5. Where am I going to put him? He's almost too big for this page. And I think I'll put him right down in here, though. Right down. Maybe right here? Center stage? And you can hardly tell what he is. Maybe I'll rethink this. I got all sorts of embellishments. I just don't have them out. Maybe some people. I got these Tim Holtz people. I have fun with those. I don't want to clutter it up too much, though, but they would be easy. The smaller ones might fit. I'm worried that this isn't going to fit on the page. I could put it in there and let that wing. I could put it here and let this wing come off, fold under. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know what I'm doing there. That head doesn't look right to me. I gave him a big head. I don't think his head's that big. I think maybe that's what I'll do. And then I'll put a people on it too. And we'll call that embellishments. Alrighty. Where's my brush? I keep putting my brush back in the water. And then I have to wash it out again. I should really use glue on this, I think, but we're going to try it. Put it right in here, I believe. Yeah, I'm going to have to... Where's my glue? That medium, matte medium works on the thinner embellishments, but when you get a thicker paper, you really need a stronger glue to hold things down. What's going on in chat? Add decorative embellishments. Oh, it's a moth? Is that what it is, Laura? Thank you for telling me. I'm not too good on identifying animals and insects. I guess you guys all know that by now. It's got a pretty gold body to it. It really fits the gold on this page. I want to let's put somebody on it. Let's find a person to put on it. A lady. I'm thinking kids. I like these kids. Oh, look, she's kind of dancing. I like her dance with the butterfly. I think I gave away the ones that... Well, let's see what I have. These are the larger ones in here. There's the little guy on there. This little guy. There, I think I'll pick those two, maybe those 3 kids up here someplace. And maybe the dog on it. We'll put the spot on it too, or whatever his name is. The moth color is pretty. Body color is perfect. Lisa, use a soft green one. A little girl, Kiki says. There's my dog. Use people as the body of the butterfly. Oh, what a great idea. Great idea. See, that's what you get from reading comments. Use people as the body. I need another... Except I'm going to leave the moth alone. The moth stands alone. I'm looking for another one that'll fit here. Who said that anyway? Oh, of course, Janet comes up with the greatest ideas. Thank you, Janet. I'm looking for one that will fit. This little gal will fit. Alrighty. There we go. Oh, how neat is that? See, I'm glad I listened to you guys. I'm going to leave my dog on there, though. Kiki's dog. Kiki's dog stays. He's got a home on my journal cover. It won't be the journal cover. It'll be the inside cover to start off my pick 10s in my journal. The section will be a section cover is what it is. Oh, what a great prompt. Who gave me that prompt? That was number 5, wasn't it? Was that Laura? That was prompt 5, wasn't it? I lost track. Yeah, it was Laura. I love using people. I'm going to leave the antenna. I'll let the antenna come out of their heads yet. This little gal will be upside down, but the butterfly's flying down, so she can't be... she's got to be upside down with the butterfly. I love that. Okay. So as soon as I get these glued on, one more. This little guy. What a great idea to use the people as the body. I love that. I would have never thought of that by myself. That's the joy of having a live stream and doing art with people. Okay, we are ready, I think, for prompt 6. And Sheila, give me a number between 1 and 66. Thank you, Cranky. Why do I feel bad calling you Cranky? I'm going to start calling you the Happy Crafter. I feel like I'm reprimanding you by calling you Cranky. 45. You're the Happy Crafter. All right, 45. So this would be 30, 36, 42, 43, 44, 45 is add paint or add ink or paint drips. Well, I'm not going to do the drips. I'm going to do the ink because I love that FW ink. Except I've got to get it out here. It's over here in my cart. But of course I got the paint container on top of it. So let me move the paint container. I'm thinking I'm going to do something to those butterflies. How about some blue, and some bright orange. Let's put this back in, put my pastel over here, get it out of the way. And my phone cord is just being ornery tonight. Off again. I'm back. Some bright orange, I think. Let me find my orange color. Here, bright orange. And I think the blue and the orange might, I'll get a little green out, but I think maybe just some red dots. Maybe the yellow, I got yellow on that page, but I don't like it too much here. And I need a smaller brush because that one's too flat for me. I think this is one I used for glitter. So let me zoom in a little again. Give you guys a ride. Woo! You can see it close up. There. I don't know if that helped or not. Probably the same. All right. I'm not going to fool with it too much. Let's move on, Meri. Let's start with the orange. And let's just, you know, and I'm wanting to mix some of this medium with that ink too, because that ink is water soluble, and maybe that medium will help it. Oh, I'm kind of just going slow tonight, let me tell you. Really, I should have yellow around the characters to pop them out, but I got to get some blues and greens on there too. I'm going to put yellows around these guys just so they'll stand out a little more. This is really kind of fun. Now, I would have, when you start something like this, you have no idea. Like when I started this live tonight, I knew I wanted to do a cover, but the prompts actually lead you into what actually ends up on your page. I had no idea this was going to happen. Now, let's get a little of this blue maybe in here and try to define these a little more, maybe. Maybe. Oops, there goes my phone cord again. I don't know if I'm helping these butterflies or hurting them. They're just Meri butterflies. I think that orange spot is almost too much for me. That's orange. That's not right either. I'm back. I'm back. I had to take it off the hook. Come on, flip. I'm sorry, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. There. Yeah, that happens to me quite a bit, Cranky. Now I'm going to get cranky. Now I'm going to get cranky. It always seems to happen when I'm concentrating on something else. It just... I really am starting to blame YouTube because I do think they might be putting... You know, maybe they're grouping me on a server with a whole bunch of other lives or something. Or I don't know the technical part behind it all. But you know, maybe it is the phone company. I don't know. But you know what? I'm not sure I like what's going on here with my butterflies. So it gave me a chance to look at my butterflies again here. I'm not sure I like what's going on with them. I fall a lot. Just hang on and I'll be back. Cranky is Sarah? Thank you, Lisa. Now I can call you Sarah instead of Cranky. Thank you. I appreciate knowing that. Oh, I'm going to get cranky. We need some spots. That's what we need. Some red spots, maybe. I'm just not sure I'm too happy with these butterflies. I'm not sure I'm doing them beauty justice here. What do I need to do to them? I'm open to suggestions. They look good? You think they look pretty? You think I'm doing okay on them? Well, you know, the thing of it is, I don't look at butterflies a lot, so I feel like I'm kind of out of my... Of course, that's par for the course with Meri. I'm wanting some of this. Well, I'll go do this one. Wow. So I did get my cookies baked. I've been having cookies for snacks. I didn't make chocolate chip ones, so I made white chip ones. White chip with walnuts. Yum. But I gotta watch myself with them. I can down them and they're gone before you know it. So I have to be careful. You know, all right. I don't want to spend too long on this. I can come back to them. You know, this one needs something, whatever we do next needs to be around these butterflies to make them stand out a little more. I don't want to ruin them, so I'm going to leave them just like that for now. I'm going to leave my inks out. I'm going to screw the caps back on them, though. You know, they need some red dots, though. Maybe I'll put some red dots on them. So what's going on in chat? You baked cookies? Yep, I baked cookies. Yesterday. Maybe a couple, just... Actually, it's the dots that make them pretty, isn't it? to watch myself with those cookies. They melt in your mouth. And it's easy to eat 3 of them and not realize you've eaten 3 of them. I like them with my coffee. I like them with my tea. They're good with milk. There we go. Now I like them better with the dots on them. But my page is wet. So I'm going to dry this just a little while I read chat. Hold on a second. Get my... All right. Thank you, Rose. Laura says she only makes cookies when her grandkids are there. Otherwise, she eats them all. That's kind of my problem, too, Laura. I have to pace myself with the baking. Or I'm going to have a 3-hour exercise routine every day. I'm going to have to glue those legs on better. This doesn't have to be super dry. I just want it sort of dry. All right. Was that prompt 6? I lost track. Was that prompt 6 that I had called for? Laura's prompt, I think, was prompt 6. So... Rose, give me a number between 1 and 66. Well, I'm untangling my phone cord. 12. Okay. I think I'm calling that prompt 7. You guys got to keep me on track. I think that's prompt 7. 12 would be, that's 6. Grab the first thing to your right. Well, that would be my Liquitex medium, or my phone, or my perma markers, or my paintbrush. I'm not going to do the paintbrush. Well, I could. No, I think I'll do the marker. Let's try to help these butterflies a little more. Maybe with some lavender. How am I counting? How am I counting? Very poorly, probably, Aunt Beck. I'm going up from 1 to 10, and I think that was prompt. Was that prompt 7 or 8? I think that was prompt 7. I lost track of what I said. No, my fine liners, Lucia. I had them out earlier, but I put them over across the table to put lids on them later. Let's see. I don't know if this lavender one's really going to help it any. Seven. Thank you, Laura. I don't know what I'd do without you guys who didn't have my back for me. Make a lot of mistakes, and that's kind of what Meri does. Let's see. I think I'm going to color this in. I'm not sure that's part of the butterfly, but it's going to be now. And we're going to color that in. I'm just kind of putting some lavender marks in here on these butterfly wings. This still has ink on it here. And if anybody's come in while I have been doing this, and I miss saying hello to you, you're certainly welcome. Thanks for coming in. I miss a lot. I know I miss a lot. I go back and I read the chat. I was feeling so bad because I was reading my chat and Peg Robinson would say something and say hello, and I completely missed it. Completely missed it. 2 or 3 times. She's probably still doing it tonight. But I know I caught her when she came in, so. I don't know if she's still with us, though. Let's see. Let's put some purple in here. What if I use a marker to delineate my first triangle here, which is kind of in the background? Let's see. I don't want to use green. I could use, how about this pink one? Right in here, maybe. And those markers allow that black ink to show through, which is really nice. I'm really liking this as a cover. I'm being a little bit more thoughtful about it because I know I don't want to mess up the butterflies too much. I want to kind of fill in the space in there, but maybe on the next prompt. I'm going to call that done. Prompt 8, let's see, Peg. Had to tuck the kids into bed. Peg is taking care of her grandkids this week. I think it's your granddaughter that is on a cheerleading team, and they're going all over the place and winning all sorts of awards. She's a pretty little gal. Peg, give me a number between 1 and 66. This will be prompt 8. I'm using Lucia's prompts that she sent me from her mixed media mashup. I don't have them on my cards yet. Is she with us? She said she had to tuck her kids into bed. 24. Okay, this is 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Add paper. Add paper. Well, you know, I have, it doesn't say what kind of paper. I have this tissue paper, sort of, I think it's gift wrap paper. It's not like a thin paper, but I've used this before in a lot of my projects. And it's got the text on it. So maybe I could collage some of that in there. Yes, yes. That's what we'll do. Where shall I add it, though? I'm going to have to add some, maybe along the border. Tear it like this. This is prompt 8. We're getting there. Thanks, Peg. I saw your video where you were trying to set up things so you could go live, and I thought, Peg knows the pain of trying to get things set up on the phone. I think I want that a little bit smaller in there. And maybe I'll only do it on one side, and maybe I'll just add it to this butterfly right to here and tear this off right there. So the butterfly will still be there. I'm going to use this tinted medium. So this may get tinted too. Is that right? That's right. So kind of tint it with this inky medium I have out over here on my... And it's not perfect, of course. And then just a little strip in there. I might have to put some more medium out on my wax paper here. I'm just going to do it to one side. If I decide I want it on the other side, I'll do it later off stream. Because this kind of takes some time doing this. I don't want to bore you guys to tears. That was prompt 8, I believe. So, Rita Marie? Hi, Rita. Rita is our boho person. Rita Marie. Hi. Glad to have you in here. I'm doing a pick 10. You are certainly welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. Rita, give me a number. I think we're on prompt 9. Between 1 and 66. I need a number between 1 and 66. $44. There's 32 a sheet, so that's 30, 36, 42, 43, 44. Add fibers or string. Oh, we had this one before. I mean, we didn't have this one before. I had it on in another pick 10. And we did that nest with string. Lisa, that was such a good idea. What can I do with strings or fibers? What can I do? I think I got some... I've got some of that fluffy white yarn, that eyelash yarn. Where is it? Where is it when you want it? I don't know. I have some right here. I've got 6 or 7 skeins of it. Let's see, that was prompt 9, wasn't it? I think I'm going to add that last. I'm going to add it last because I'll be doing more work on here. And I want to put this down so it doesn't get in the way of everything. So I'm going to come back to prompt 9. Let's do prompt 10. You guys are building this cover. Let's see. Kiki, give me a number between 1 and 66. This is the last prompt. And if I can't do something here, I'm going to add something to take care of those spaces in there. 66, Kiki said. Oh, well, that would be the last one. That was easy, wasn't it? Add gold. Kiki, I love you. It says add gold. I love it. Thank you, Kiki. I love it. Add gold. Perfect. Just perfect. All right. Actually, I have some gold FW here. I'm going to get some more gold FW, even if I have to pay $6 for it. And I'm just going to drop it here on my page and go over it with my brush in these white areas that I keep saying I want to cover up. And then I'm going to go back and put that eyelash yarn on. And then we'll call this done. So Rita Marie, what are you working on these days? Tell us what you're working on. Bye, Lucia. Thanks for joining us. It's almost too thick. Add gold, just perfect. Mary's happy when she can add any type of gold. Rita Marie says she's renovating her gypsy cottage. Now, are you talking a real cottage or are you talking about an art project? Renovating your gypsy cottage. Is this a home that you're renovating? Tanya McGuire says, good night. Good night, Tanya. Thanks for joining us. We loved having you. Have a good week. It's a real one. Oh, Rita, I'm going to have to go catch up with what you're doing. I was telling the gals here that in my small town, there's a empty house. Well, there's 2 or 3 empty houses. There's not a lot of empty houses in this town, but there's a few. But there's one that's kind of a cottage style that if I could afford it, if I could afford it, it's kind of a cute little house. And it's kind of a cottage. I wouldn't call it a cottage, but it could very easily be renovated into one. Now, I don't want to get too wild with this because I want my butterflies. I still think they need to be, something needs to be done to those butterflies. Maybe some black to make the wings pop. Do I have black ink? Yes, I have black ink. You know, I try to put these inks by color groups. The next time I go to use them, they're all mixed up again. Let's see. Use this one. And then I'm going to put the eyelash yarn on it, and then I'm going to call it done. I want to see if I can't make these butterflies, hopefully not mess them up too much. Oops. Make them pop a little here. I think that's what they need, some black edging. Kind of covered them up when I put all the color on the page. So thank you guys for choosing my numbers for me. That was really fun. Let's see what's going on in chat. You need a lottery ticket, Mary. Yeah. For sure. Not only do I need it, I need to win it. I have to tell you, if I would be so lucky as to win something like that, the first thing I would do would be pay off all my bills. And I'd probably give some, because you can't win that much money without sharing. You know, give it to people in need. And, yeah, have a home. Have a studio. Yeah, have a studio. Good night, Laura. Thank you, Danny. Good night, Laura. Good night. Thanks for joining us. I'm afraid to touch these butterflies too much. But I think I just want to do a little black around edging around the wings. Did Azure come in here tonight? Jen says, my pick 10 is just a random mess. You know, Jen, I feel like that a lot of times too. You just, if you listen to Aunt Beck's Live, she just kept going Wednesday night. She just kept going. She wasn't happy with it. And sometimes that's what you got to do if it's not working for you. I mean, you can't, if it's not working for you, you can't mess it up. Well, you can mess it up more, but, you know, it won't hurt if it's already messed up. You can just keep working with it, and you might pull out of it. I know what you mean. Kind of like these butterflies. For me, I wasn't really happy with those butterflies, but I think this black is helping them a lot more now. I'm a lot happier with them now that I've added the black. I'm learning how to use a lot of my supplies. Well, what better way to learn, Jen, than you doing a pick 10? You know, and I'm learning to use a lot. Believe me, there's a there's a lot that I don't know about these supplies. You guys teach me a lot. That's why I like this live session, because we bounce things off of each other. Now, where did that wing, I don't know where it goes off to here. Maybe down this way? Yeah, I'm a lot happier that I've added the black to these wings to make them pop out. But I'm afraid I'm boring you guys, so I've got to add some black around the border here. I've got to edge this. I'll just do that with my brush. And then I'm going to dry it off. Whoops, that was an awful lot. Well, I seem to want to put a lot on there. Let's see what... Part of the problem is my brush has a long handle on it. Oh, well. Don't mess it up, Mary. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. If I can't get down in here maybe a little, just kind of swoosh it. Sometimes I get concentrating too much on it. If you just let yourself go and don't worry about it, sometimes those lines go on there a lot easier. Now, I like it that the black is on there. I think it really framed it off. But I still need to put my string and fiber on it. I want to put that eyelash yarn on it. So, let's see here. Let me dry this a little and I'll look at chat. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, Rita. We like your boho style. We're doing, Aunt Beth is doing a boho tag swap. So we're referencing Rita Marie a lot. All right, let's see. How am I going to do the string? I don't want to put a lot on there, but let's see. Let's just cut some off. Any suggestions of what I should do for this string here? You see more of it when it's grouped together. Boho rocks. Cool. Oh, boho rocks. I was thinking boho is rocks, but you're saying that it rocks. Thank you, Aunt Beck. All right, I got to figure out what I want to do with this. It's awful light and fluffy. I think I'm going to hold it off until I know I can work with this page more. I'm thinking what I want to do is trace it around one of these butterflies. Like that. Well, let's see if I can do that here. Let's get this inky paper out of the way. It's starting to bug me. If all else fails, cut it off. There. It's bugging me. I think what I want to do is just kind of make a butterfly wing out of it. And I have my Elmer's glue here. Thank you, Marie. Or Janet. Give the dog wings. All right. Let me put... I'm not going to give him wings with the let me put this on first, and then I'll give the dog some wings. That's a really good idea. Who said that? Aunt Beck. Give the dog wings. Of course. Every doggy needs wings to fly. This is really something that I should finish. I'm just going to put this one on, and then I'll do this off camera because this is going to take a bit to get it all placed and glued in place. But I'll just put this one on. I really need tweezers. So I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to put those eyelash yarns all around the wings of the butterfly. But it's something that's going to take a little time. So it's not really something I want to do here. But let's give that dog some wings. That I can do. Let's draw them on with one of these pen markers. Let's see, shall we give him butterfly wings or angel wings? Thank you, Janet. You can always make some antenna. Oh, for the butterflies? With the string? I could do that. Peg, that's a good idea. Add the string to the antenna. Butterfly for the dog. Butterfly wings for the dog. My dog isn't an angel. Okay. So, butterfly wings for the dog. There we go. I'll come back in later and color them. Really, I could do that with some of that ink, couldn't I? That I just got rid of off of my desk because it was getting in my way. Here. There's still some wet ink on here. Oh, my brush. Yeah, let's see. My water is way over across my desk. Let's see if I got any of that orange or red left in here. Kind of set him off a little so we can see he's a dog. He said, "What are you doing to me?" Let me zoom in so you guys can see him better. I might have to work on him a little bit more. Let's zoom in on him.